There is nothing impossible to they who will try. Alexander the Great. Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the most interesting and important topic in economics, which is inflation. Recently, we have all been impacted by the price rise of tomatoes in India. This kind of rise in price of goods and services is also one kind of inflation. For example, here, the price rise of a large burger cost $5, but after inflation, for $5 we get only a small burger with which we cannot even fill our corner stomach. This shows that during inflation, the value of money decreases. Next, we will see about causes of inflation in economy. First, demand pull inflation. When the demand is higher but there is no enough supply for that product, this leads to increase in the price of that product. This type of inflation is called demand pull inflation, as we see in this first example. We can also take tomato as an example to this. Decrease in the supply of tomato unable to match the demand, so the prices shooted up. Next, we will see about cost push inflation. When the raw materials price of the product gets increased, then automatically the price of the product also gets increased. This kind of inflation is called cost push inflation. Here, the price rise of helium gas contributes to the price rise of helium gas balloons. Next, built-in inflation. When the price rise continues, then automatically we will seek more wages. So, it will also get increased. This causes the devaluation of money, as we see in the third example. We can also take Sri Lanka as an example for this type of inflation. Another important cause for inflation is structural factors. Supply chain disruptions and distribution inefficiencies can impact prices. For example, if the oil shipped from Arab countries gets fired, then oil price in economy will increase. Next, we will see types of inflation. First, creeping inflation. Creeping inflation refers to a mild and gradual increase in the general price level of goods and services over time. The rate of inflation is relatively low, usually in the single digits like 3%, and is considered a normal and manageable phenomenon in healthy economies. Central banks and governments often aim to maintain a low and stable level of creeping inflation to promote economic growth and stability. Next, walking inflation. It is characterized by an increase in prices of 3 to 10% a year, which is above the creeping inflation. Next, galloping inflation. Galloping inflation is characterized by a rapid and accelerating rise in the prices, usually ranging from double digit to triple digit percentages. This type of inflation can have severe consequences on an economy, leading to loss of purchasing power, uncertainty in financial planning, and a decrease in consumer and business confidence. Galloping inflation requires urgent and decisive measures from policymakers to control its effects. Next, hyperinflation. It is an extreme form of inflation characterized by an astronomical and uncontrollable rise in prices, often reaching 4 digit or even higher percentage levels within a short period. Hyperinflation can result in the complete breakdown of a country's monetary system and severely disrupt economic activities. It typically occurs due to factors such as excessive money printing, loss of confidence in the national currency, and economic instability. Lastly, we will see how does inflation impacts the Indian economy and its citizens. Some impacts include: first, reduced purchasing power. Consumers find it challenging to maintain their standard of living as prices rise. Second, increase in interest rates. Central banks may raise interest rates of loans to control inflation, affecting borrowing and investments in economy. Third, inflation can erode the value of savings and returns on investments. Fourth, cost of living. Inflation affects essential goods like foods and fuel, impacting households disproportionately. Fifth, international trade. High inflation can reduce the competitiveness of Indian exports, Some facts about inflation. Countries affected by hyperinflation in 2023: Venezuela, Sudan, Argentina, Iran, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. That's it, friends. In next video, we will see how central bank tackle inflation in a detailed manner and some practice questions in it. If you like my initiative, then subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos to your friends. Thank you.